And I'm Lisa. I'm your, I guess, oh my hi go-to. I don't even know what to call myself,
Oh my
right?
God,
It's like,
guru, trainer, expert, everything. Yes, Lisa, the oh my hi everything. That's what you should have on your business card. We are excited to be here again today with another training. This one's going to be a little bit different, but we're going to talk through some strategies for some ways to capture leads from your website, but also then what to do with them once you've got them, and kind of share one example. So I'm going to walk through kind of the landing page with you and what's really great about it, and then Lisa's going to take over and talk through kind of how you can easily set it up on the back end of Oh My Hi to capture those leads, make the most of those leads, and communicate with them as you keep going. And I apologize, I'm starting to get a cold, so I'll try not to cough in your face. Okay, so here we are. This is self-care with Shailene. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. But this is kind of a series of workshops that she is wanting to host, and she's doing them for free, right, Lisa?
yeah.
To try and build an audience. That's what we're all trying to do, right? Like build our audience and get in front of people by providing value. So she's got this landing page, and the first thing that I kind of want to talk about is the difference between a landing page and a standard website page. So you'll notice there's no navigation here because the goal is we want people to land here for a very specific purpose. The purpose is to sign up for her workshop. And we don't want them to get distracted with everything else. We don't want them bouncing to our social media and not coming back. We don't want them saying, "Oh, look at this new shiny product." We want them focused on the thing that we need them to do on this page. So this is great for workshops like she's doing. If you have a big product, maybe a new product drop or something, if it's a book launch, if it's a brand new class that you're doing in person or online, like a landing page is great for some of those kind of big things that you want people to pay attention to. Plus, you'll notice her URL is really short and easy, so she can really easily, quickly rattle that off. She can share this URL with people, so she would be sending people directly to this page, not to her main website to find this page, but directly here for a very specific purpose. So that's really important at the beginning, in order to kind of increase the likelihood that people will engage and interact. The other thing that you'll see here is it's very clean. The text is formatted in a way that's really easy to skim. And you'll notice she'll have buttons in multiple places as we scroll. So we're not just making them go all the way to the bottom to sign up. If they read this and they're like, "Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I need. I'm going to sign up right now. I'm good to go." If I'm not quite sure, here's a little bit more information for me. You'll notice she's making it really clear as far as what the experience is going to be, how much time do I need to have, things like that. And again, nice use of bullets, nice use of or icons to kind of keep it easy. Here she goes even a little bit deeper into exactly what it is and what the topics are. And again, another button to sign up. So making it easy for people as they're processing, to decide if this is for them or not. But you'll notice it's kind of a little bit more vague, more personal story, emotional connection. Then it gets a little more into the details of what it is and who it's for, then even more into the details of what it is. And then if you haven't signed up yet, at the very bottom is her Oh My Hi form, that allows you to kind of sign up and join the series, with which you'll get kind of the follow-up information that Lisa's going to walk you through it. So super easy. You'll also notice her form is also super easy. She's not asking for a ton of information, just the little information that she needs in order to make sure that you are in the right place, that you get the right information that you need. So really clean, easy, just as much information as you need, not more than what's going to overwhelm you, because she can handle all that on the back end. Did I miss anything with that you might want to point out from landing pages, Lisa?
No, I love how clean it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cluttered. You know, your eye goes directly where it needs to go,
Yep.
which is the whole point of the landing page. And it gets right down to the action you want them to take. So that's what I love about her landing page. It's clean, it's neat, and it's to the point.
Yep. 100%. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you kind of walk us through kind of how things are set up on the back end of Oh My Hi to support you.
Sure. All right. So I always say that when you're working with Oh My Hi, and it doesn't matter what level you come into with Oh My Hi, whether it's the starter, the plus, or the premium plan, you always have access to forms. So I always start that when, or say when you're starting a landing page, or if you're trying to get somebody into your funnel, you need to start with a form because you have to have a way to collect their information. So this is her form. Like Sammy said, it's super simple and to the point. Basically name and email is really all you need to know when you're doing an email list. And I always love to have the name, and I know Sammy does too, because you make the emails very personal that way. Okay. So she's created the simple form. And because she has the plus, or this is also available on the premium plan, she has the option, or she has not the option, but she's connected to the CRM as well. So that is part of that plan. So because she has that within her settings, she can actually link this form to her CRM. So in the configure integration section, she could just go in and tell it, like, when somebody fills out this form, I want you to map out all of the information they're giving me into my CRM and tag them with this specific tag. What does this allow you to do? This allows you to do lots of follow up and follow through with that person because you know exactly how they entered into your funnel. Then the next thing, once she has that form created, she has gone through and created the landing page that Sammy walked you through. Now, what I love about Oh My High is that it has a bunch of patterns that you can use. Don't try to recreate the wheel. What she did was she looked for a pattern that was most like what she wanted to use, and then she just edited it a bit after the fact. So this top section and this section here would have been on like the sales page form. And then what she did, instead of the how it works section that is on that template, she just dropped in a pattern for the form. So she created a page using the different patterns that are available and made it simple and made it work for her. Okay. What I love about the patterns is that they're optimized for both desktop and mobile. So when at all possible, use the forms and you will avoid any issues going forward. So when somebody fills out this form, because she has the CRM component of her Oh My High site, they go right into her automation funnel. So as soon as somebody fills out that form, they're going to get an email that welcomes them, tells them, we're so excited that you joined. This is what to expect, and this is when to expect it. And then in that same automation, she is going to start giving them reminders of the events, which I absolutely love. So hers is a little complex because she has 4 different events running through this one automation. You definitely don't need to have it this complex, but I just wanted to show you this one because there are so many possibilities that you could do. Then, what I absolutely love when she gets down here after her first event, it's like, did you miss the live? Well, she has the option to send them an email with the link to the replay page, which she has created on Oh My High as well. So again, this is a landing page format. There's no header to get people all confused and running off to different parts of your site. And it's just giving them a bunch of information with all of the replay links in one nice, neat little place. And then she's taken it a little bit further because she has added another another form here to sort of get an idea of what people are most interested in going forward. So this will help her build her business over time because she now has what they're most excited about. So that's what I loved. That's why I wanted to show this one for sure.
Well, I think that's great because if you're doing a free event, especially, you want to make sure you're continuing to take them on the journey. And if they got value from them, they don't want to be like, okay, well, now we're done. And now what do we do next? So she's continuing to make that. Here's what the next step is. So that's great.
Yeah. And I love that that last form is also integrated with their CRM. So based on what they pick, they're going to be tagged with a certain tag. And then what happens is when she is doing another event that might be related to, say, inflammation, well, all she has to do is pull in those people that were interested in inflammation, plus any new leads she gets to put them through her sequence at that point.
Yeah. Well, and that just is all about like the power of email is the right message at the right time to the right
Hmm.
audience. And so she might have one general email that goes out to her broad list that's like, hey, we've got this inflammation thing. But for the people that are specific to inflammation, it might be a much more specific targeted early bird or something. Like there's so many
Hmm.
fun things you can do with with the marketing in that. I love it.
Yeah. And I just
Um,
wanted to say, actually, before we go on, Sammy, if you come in with the starter plan, so you still have the option to be connected to the forms. The forms are included in that. But the reach out, the follow up would have to be more of a manual process. Or if you're using another email marketing provider, then you might have to export that information in there. So it's still doable no matter what plan you're on, but the plus and the premium plan allows you for an easy automated process right in your Oh My High site.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I think regardless of what platform you're on, definitely make sure that you're setting up these automations because that's one of the biggest mistakes that I see when I'm working with clients is, and you've heard this all the time. Well, I have my email opt-in and people are signing up, but then I don't do anything with them and they just sit there. And it's like, well, set it up, get it going, and then you don't have to do it again. And you know that people are getting taken care of at a very basic level. If you're not doing something as complex as this, making sure that you have a welcome sequence for people signing up for your email list so that they're getting engaged. And I think Becky probably has trainings on that, several trainings on
Hmm.
welcome sequences and things of that nature. And the other thing we wanted to make sure to mention is if you did want to have a deeper training on forms, you can go back. Was it last month that we
Can't
did?
remember if it's the last month or the month before. Time flies. It's like,
We did it on my high insider training on forms. And I'm sure there's a ton of trainings on the back end of Oh My High in the knowledge base as well.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, that's it for today, unless there's anything else that we might have missed to talk about. But make sure that you share this with somebody who might be interested in Oh My High, but doesn't kind of know all of the things that it's capable of. Leave us a comment below if there's a topic that would be helpful or if there's something else you would like support with. Otherwise, we'll be back with another Oh My High Insider next month.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.